The world spins fast. News breaks constantly. Trends rise and fall overnight. People shout louder just to be heard. Temptation is everywhere. Distraction is designed. Outrage is profitable. Impulse is rewarded. Stillness is rare. Self-control is rarer. In this chaos, you must become your own anchor. You must lead yourself. You must master your own mind. Because if you don't, someone else will. The world doesn't ask for your discipline. It feeds off your impulses. It profits when you lose control. It wins when you scroll endlessly. It wins when you argue meaninglessly. It wins when you chase what doesn't matter. But you don't have to play that game. You can reclaim your power. By mastering your reactions. By pausing when others explode. By choosing silence over noise. By stepping back before stepping in. By thinking before speaking. By acting with intention, not reaction. Self-control is strength. It is not weakness. It is not repression. It is not denial of emotion. It is direction. It is clarity. It is power over self. And that is the only power worth having. When you control yourself, you are free. Free from addiction. Free from manipulation. Free from the mood swings of the world. Free from the storms inside others. Because you are no longer a puppet. No longer tossed by trends or triggered by fools. You become your own ruler. Your own steady ground. But it's not easy. Discipline isn't popular. Stillness isn't sexy. Focus isn't fashionable. Yet these are the weapons of the wise. These are the tools of the strong. And they are yours to build. Yours to sharpen. Yours to wield. Train your body with restraint. Train your mind with clarity. Train your speech with precision. Train your attention like a soldier. Each day, practice self-control in small ways. Delay gratification. Sit with discomfort. Say no without guilt. Wait before reacting. Do what's right, not what's easy. Each act of control is a brick in your inner fortress. Each choice builds your character. Each pause makes you stronger. Each restraint sharpens your presence. Soon you no longer need to prove anything. You no longer need to win arguments. You no longer fear silence. Because silence is your friend. Stillness is your weapon. Focus is your freedom. You stop chasing what everyone else wants. And start living by a higher code. A Stoic code. A sacred code. A quiet strength. Rooted deep. Unmoved by the madness around you. Let others spiral. You stay centered. Let others indulge. You stay disciplined. Let others burn their energy on chaos. You conserve yours for purpose. Self-control is not a prison. It is a path. It is a compass. It is the soul choosing truth over impulse. It is the body trained in service of the mind. It is the mind tuned to something higher. And when you walk that path, you no longer fear the world. Because the world has no hold on you. You are not chained to opinion. Not chained to dopamine. Not chained to comfort. You are free. The world may remain uncontrolled, but you will not. You will remain calm. You will remain sharp. You will remain rooted in virtue, because that is your way. That is your vow. That is your power. Most people are ruled by fear, by impulse, by need, by ego. They don't know who they are, because they never stop to ask. They move because the world moves. They react because everyone else is reacting. They speak just to be heard. They act just to be seen. But you are not most people. You've chosen the harder path, the stiller path, the higher path. And it will test you daily. It will feel lonely, because most people want stimulation, not self-discipline. They want validation, not virtue. But you are different. You are becoming a fortress, a mountain, not shaken by the winds of opinion, not drowned in the waves of outrage. You are anchored, because you build roots in reason, in character, in control. That doesn't mean you don't feel. It means you feel fully, but act wisely. You don't suppress. You transmute. You don't explode. You channel. You don't avoid pain. You carry it like a soldier. The Stoics weren't cold. They were clear. They weren't numb. They were disciplined. They didn't escape life. They faced it fully, and refused to be broken by it. Self-control is your inner sword. It doesn't slice others. It slices delusion. It cuts through confusion. It sharpens your soul. Not to harm, but to protect. To preserve what's sacred. To honor what's real. Your instincts scream. React. Complain. Blame. Quit. But your training says, hold. Wait. Observe. Endure. This is not weakness. This is mastery. Anyone can explode. Few can hold their fire. Anyone can chase pleasure. Few can endure discomfort. Anyone can talk. Few can listen. That is your path now. The narrow road. The silent climb. Where self-control is not a performance, but a daily choice. A sacred vow. Even when no one is watching, you hold the line. Even when everyone breaks, you remain. Even when your mind is loud, your actions are calm. Even when you're afraid, you still choose discipline. Because freedom is not found in doing whatever you want. Freedom is doing what's right even when you don't feel like it. Freedom is mastery over impulse. Freedom is saying no to self-destruction, and yes to your higher self. You are not here to win arguments. You are here to win yourself. You are not here to impress the world. You are here to lead yourself. You are not here to chase comfort. You are here to seek truth. The world will try to pull you out of that truth. It will distract. It will provoke. It will tempt. But you know the cost. You've seen what happens when you lose control. You've felt the regret. You've heard the inner noise. You've been there. And you don't want to go back. So now you pause. Now you breathe. Now you observe without reacting. Now you endure without complaint. Now you act without ego. Now you rise without noise. And that's real power. That's eternal power. That's Stoic power. Let the world spin. Let the fools shout. Let the crowds rush. You walk. Still. Slow. Deliberate. Disciplined. Unshaken. You walk with your sword sheathed. But sharp. You walk with your eyes open. But clear. You walk with your heart guarded. But not closed. Because you know who you are. You know what matters. And no storm can take that from you. You don't need control over the world. You only need control over yourself. And that is enough. That is everything. You don't have to answer every insult. You don't have to react to every change. You don't have to fight every battle. Your dignity is not up for debate. Your peace is not on the auction block. If they shout, let them. If they doubt, let them. If they mock, let them. You are not here for them. You are here for something eternal. You answer to a higher code. To a deeper truth. To a quieter voice. The voice within. The one that says, hold the line. Let others break their vows. Let others be ruled by moods. Let others chase noise. You stay faithful to your soul. You remain anchored in your values. Not because it's easy. But because it's right. Not because it feels good. But because it builds you. Not because you'll be praised. But because you'll be free. This is your rebellion. Your quiet resistance. Not with fists. But with self-mastery. Not with shouting. But with stillness. Not with domination. But with discipline. You live by choice. Not by chaos. You serve virtue. Not vanity. You walk alone. But not lost. Every act of restraint is a victory. Every pause is strength. Every breath is a return to power. Let the world burn around you. You remain cool. Let the storms rage. You remain rooted. You have chosen the rarest path. And because of that, you will become rare. Unshaken. Untouchable. Unbreakable.